Humans make 35,000 decisions a day. 95% are irrational. Why is everyone irrational? We have the explanation of how and when this happens. Are you irrational or just human? Irrational humans, where I talk about body language, micro-expressions, behavior economics, behavior science, neuroscience, consumer behavior, persuasion, influence, how people make decisions, irrational behaviors.
From all the irrational things that I ever needed to search, and I searched for pleasure, I would say this one is the one who blew my mind the most, because I didn't understand why intrinsically I hate it. But when you have the science mixing with your hate, now we have irrational humans and a science theory.
Body language for everyday life and more. Your body's talking, even when you're not. Learn how your arms and legs and even your smile give you away every time. Find out what your body is really saying about you.
When I found the meaning of this color, it makes sense what I hated. It was intrinsic and it was natural. Please don't paint my room pink. Do you see that Pepto-Bismol pink? Because it's easy to pronounce that bubblegum pink is more difficult. So we're gonna call it pink Pepto-Bismol. This color have different significances. So let's talk about where and how. We'll discover that you shouldn't use pink if you want to be intelligent, strong, and not you make your people stupid. Let's start by the emotional and psychological effect. It's calming and soothing. Lights of pink are widely recognized for their calming and soothing properties. It's related with nurture, compassion. Pink is strongly associated with nurturing, compassion, and love. Hope and optimistic. Is in color psychology, pink is a symbol of hope, positivity, and can inspire a sense of things will be okay and encounter a gentle, optimistic outlook. It's feminine, it's romance, it's childhood, and it's innocent. Now, it has psychological triggers too. Lower heart rate and blood pressure, reduces stress, potentially for overstimulated. That is the bad side or the dark side of color pink. But wait, I'm not gonna give up so easy. I'm gonna tell you at the end. Just happened that in 1960s, psychology was studying what is the correlation between colors and psychology. And he was observing the color baby blue and baby pink. And he realized that when the people get exposed at Pepto-Bismol pink, they got calm. So he moved to Seattle in 1979 and decided to see what happened if we expose inmates that are aggressive to the bubblegum pink. Well, in the beginning, for 15 minutes, the people were calm. But now, they have a dark side. And again, wait until the end is the best part. Now, the consequences for exposing a person in front of the bubblegum pink is weakness, loss of strength or weakening, calm initially, but after 15 minutes, the person can become aggressive. Now, another thing that they find out, they can lower your cognitive understanding, basically make you more stupid. Doesn't sound irrational, the people's painting the rooms are that color, but yeah, can affect your cognitive. And for people who get exposed too long, we can start thinking that everything is going to be okay. And after that, the people can get really aggressive. Another thing that they're studying is how that color affects pets. Because suddenly you can have a calming, lovely Chihuahua who after 15 or 20 minutes is trying to chew your ear. Now, This color was so seriously studied that, and believe it among a lot of people, that the NCAA need to prohibit sport teams to paint the opposite locker room pink because they consider it was a hugely advantage. Now, like I told you, the dark side. We have this gender identification by colors. Believe it or not, initially baby blue was for women and pink was for men. But when the stores and the market needed to make you buy more baby clothes, they defined that pink is for ladies and blue is for baby boys. So if you have a baby boy and everything is baby blue or blue, if you have a girl, you need to buy everything pink. And now you're going to understand why on the old times, even in the beginning of 1900, we dressed babies in white. It was more economically efficient. But coming back to the evil part, if you have a daughter or daughters and you paint their room bubblegum pink, or they get exposed to that color all the time, not only you making girls unnecessarily aggressive, you'll make them weaker and you lower their cognitive capabilities. So the next time you need to paint a room, the next time that you find somebody is more aggressive, your kids are more aggressive, pay attention to colors. Colorimetry is a pseudoscience like body language and many others, but doesn't mean it's not real. My dear rational human, I hope to see you next Tuesday, like every Tuesday, in Amazon, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
Susan Ibitz is a former political influence consultant, profiler, and civilian hostage negotiator. With expertise, studies, and masters in human behavior, behavior economics, neuroscience, and a nerd for data, Susan works on the humans that grow your business. High performance, high behavior training. Teach corporations and employees how to hack into humans using behavior, neuroscience, and persuasion. Behavior economics. She has been called freaky and the top expert in her field by the Chicago Tribune and Psychology Today, by showing how to profile anyone in 30 seconds. She is the author and researcher of Irrational Humans. People make 35,000 decisions a day, and 95% are irrational. But why and how?